Actress, model, and now author Pamela Anderson is known around the world. Her face has graced the covers of the most popular magazines, she has starred in top TV shows and movies, and her life has seemed to embody the American dream. But behind the glitter of this incredibly beautiful woman's fame, there were personal dramas and trials that haunted her from an early age. What tragic events took place in her life? Where is she now and how does she live? Watch the full video to find out. Let's get started. The actress spent her childhood in Canada. In her own words, it was terrible. The reason is the alcoholism of Pamela's father. He only worked periodically and the family was supported by her mother. She had to work as a waitress in 2 places at the same time. While the parents had fun, their daughter and son were taken care of by a nanny. When she was alone with little Pamela, she would molest her and then ask her not to tell her parents. After 4 years of abuse, Pamela hated the nanny, and one day in her heart she wished her dead. The next day, the nanny was killed in a car crash. For years, Pamela believed she was to blame for her death. And when Pamela Anderson was 12 years old, she was abused. It happened at the home of a friend who was hanging out with older boys. After a game of backgammon, the 25-year-old man convinced the girl that she needed a massage. The incident left young Pamela emotionally devastated. She blamed herself for what had happened and had lived her whole life with that feeling. The psychological breakdown led to promiscuity, and not with the best guys. At the age of 15, there was a second abuse, now in a group. Pamela herself describes her youth as a series of meaningless relationships with men. They beat the girl, no respect for her was out of the question. By this time, Pamela's mother had separated from her deadbeat husband. She took the children with her and lost her job. The family even had to live in a car for a while. Such an unfortunate start to life did not bode well for Pamela. Had it not been for the coincidence of circumstances, her life might have passed on the social bottom. Ironically, Pamela was saved from ultimate degradation by Playboy magazine. Its editors noticed the girl by chance. Pamela went to a football match, where the operator took a close-up of her face to complete the picture. She was 22 years old, and one of the managers of Playboy liked her so much that she was found and invited to Los Angeles for a casting. In 1989, Pamela's life changed dramatically. Readers liked her so much that she was offered contract after contract. For the next decade, she appeared regularly on the cover of Playboy magazine. The girl never got a college education, but according to her, the editorial staff of Playboy became the best university for her. In total, she appeared on the magazine's cover 14 times, which is an absolute record. Nobody will be able to beat it, because the paper editions are already a thing of the past. Riding the wave of success, Pamela Anderson moved to Los Angeles in 1991. There she was noticed by local film producers who offered her roles in several series. And after another year, the girl got a role thanks to which she became known to the whole world. As you can probably guess, we are talking about Baywatch. This extremely popular series was shown in 140 countries. Pamela went on to star in 24 feature films, including the famous Showgirls, Scary Movie, and Scooby-Doo. Her Hollywood career brought her money, respect, and fame. But success in the movies did not bring her personal happiness. Romantic relationships for Pamela had happy beginnings, but always ended in quarrels, tears, and breakups. The model considers Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee to be the most important man in her life. They were the hottest and most scandalous couple in America. Pamela and Tommy met in a nightclub on New Year's Eve and got married 4 days later. The star couple threw a crazy wedding that blew up all the media. The wedding took place on the beach. Pamela wore a bikini and Tommy wore shorts. Instead of wedding rings, the newlyweds exchanged tattoos. That same year, an intimate video of the couple on their honeymoon was leaked to the world. An electrician renovating the newlyweds' Malibu home stole a videotape from their home archive. The tape was leaked to the public and came as a shock to the couple. The lovers tried to stop the reproduction of their candid video through the court, but they failed. Pamela and Tommy's happiness did not last long. First, their marriage was marred by a miscarriage. They have long experienced this tragedy. And after the birth of 2 children, Brandon and Dylan, the couple began to quarrel. Tommy Lee liked to drink, which reminded Pamela of her father. And 3 years after the wedding, Tommy made a scandal out of jealousy and beat Pamela badly. He was sentenced to 6 months in prison. The marriage ended in divorce, and the former spouses engaged in a lengthy legal battle over who would have custody of the children. Tommy accused Pamela of raising her children immorally. The model responded by accusing him of beating the children and corrupting their morals. In the end, the court allowed both spouses to raise the children, and Pamela became the heroine of dozens of talk shows across America. After breaking up with Tommy Lee, Pamela married several more times. In 2006, she had a lavish wedding with musician and singer Kid Rock. However, their marriage lasted only 1 year. Then the actress married film producer Rick Salomon, but their relationship was marred by her husband's addiction to drugs. And in 2016, Pamela Anderson really surprised fans with her choice. She spun a romance with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, who was being caught by all U.S. intelligence agencies. At that time, he was hiding in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, which Pamela fearlessly visited. However, she never married Julian. Later, Pamela secretly married film producer John Peters, who is 22 years older than her. The man was in love with the girl since her first appearance in Hollywood in the early 90s. He secretly helped her in her career and offered her his hand and heart more than once. John received a positive answer many years later, but the marriage lasted only a week and a half. Today, the world-famous actress and model is 57 years old, and she almost never films. Pamela returned to her hometown in Canada, where she lives a quiet life, only occasionally agreeing to interviews. She has a great relationship with her sons, who always support her. Decades later, Pamela still communicates with Tommy Lee, the true love of her life. In 2023, the release of the autobiographical book Love, Pamela, with shocking details of her personal life, was hotly debated around the world. In the same year, Netflix released the documentary Pamela, A Love Story based on the book. Pamela recently stopped wearing makeup altogether. She explained that she had always been playing someone else, and now it was time to be herself. Critics see her rejection of cosmetics as a publicity stunt to draw attention to her book. Fans, on the other hand, find Pamela's desire sincere and enjoy reading her memoir. Pamela Anderson has been looking for love all her life. Sometimes she found it, but everything ended sadly. She is moving on and has no time for regrets. What do you think about this beautiful and strong woman? Is her giving up makeup a sincere desire or a publicity stunt to get attention to promote her book? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.